Good evening and welcome to our open evening here at Lea Valley Academy. I'm Mr. Kinson, I'm the head teacher here. The aim of this evening is for you to find out what it's like to be a student here at Lea Valley and also to get a sense of the ethos we have here at our school. The structure of the evening is going to be in two parts. We're going to have a short film for you to watch to find out about the school, and then after that we're going to have a question and answer session. You'll notice up in the top right hand corner there's a space for you to submit your questions. So while the film's playing, please, if you've got any questions, do type them up and then we'll answer them afterwards. So we are a community school where our students are supported and valued, and everybody works hard to ensure that they are successful and succeed in their education. We have fantastic facilities here at Lea Valley Academy. That enables us to deliver a wide range of subjects, and it means that we're able to tailor our curriculum to the individual needs and interests of all the students in here. Our success is achieved through a partnership with the staff, the students, and also parents. We are ambitious for our students, and we think that ambition is achieved through the students taking ownership of their education and responsibility for their successes. Students here at Lea Valley Academy, they get to study and flourish in a calm, purposeful and nurturing environment where success is acknowledged and rewarded. Now, if you were here, I would be saying, don't just take my word for it. I would say go out into the school, speak to our students, speak to our staff, and go and have a look at the facilities. Obviously, because of the current situation, that's not possible. So we have a short film. It's about 10 minutes long, where you get to hear from students, staff, and from parents. Just a little bit of a warning, because the film is of such high resolution and we're running it through Teams. It may have a little bit of a lag and a little bit jumpy. We are also going to be posting this on our website as well. So if you want to see it, if there is a problem, you can do that. But without further ado, that's it from me for a little bit until the film, where I'll answer your questions afterwards. So let's watch our film. Thank you.
I am so glad that I joined Lea Valley Academy. Moving from primary school to secondary school can feel quite daunting, but I felt so welcomed by all the staff and students here. When I transitioned to Lea Valley Academy, the best thing that I found was that it made education more of a fun experience. On my induction day, it took me a bit to come out of my shell and talk to new people, but I had eventually found friends. My favourite subject is English because I just feel so confident with it.
Limit your time on them. Very nice, well expressed idea. Yeah.
From my very first day, I felt that the teachers genuinely understood me as a learner and wanted to do their best to make sure I reached my full potential during my learning journey. I know that there will be times when I will face challenges with my learning, but I also know that the staff at Lea Valley Academy will support me through these challenges. I have always found science difficult, but my science teacher has taken the time to listen to my needs and show me different ways to approach topics such as animal and plant cells.
And if you need any help or you're not understanding any keywords on the sheet, then just call one of the teachers.
My teachers talk openly about us being a learning community and working together to achieve our goals, and it's really nice to learn like this.
Good.
I have a great group of friends here, and it has been amazing to meet so many new people. My teachers here are understanding and supportive. It's a school that I love going to, and I know they value me as a student too. All of which means I'm happy and glad that I made the choice to come to Lea Valley Academy.
Putting students and their well-being first is really important to us. As a head of year, I help to support our students to develop as learners and to make progress academically. Our goal is to ensure that students leave here confident, happy and inquisitive learners, and our Lea Valley Learning Journey, which is a programme of enrichment, assemblies and form time activities, are all key for this.
Hi, my name is Zara and I'm a Lea Valley student. I've learnt so much over the past 5 years at Lea Valley Academy, not just academically but also personally. So many members of staff, lessons and events have contributed to my time here. I've been able to progress in my learning and I'm studying subjects that are right for me. I love subjects that are more practical, and so the facilities here in design technology, PE and expressive arts are perfect for me. In fact, when I first came to Lea Valley, I was amazed at the facilities, from the sporting grounds to the computer suites. It just feels like a modern school and a great space to learn and have lessons. For me though, it isn't just the lessons that have helped me progress, it's also things like our form time activities, assemblies and enrichment days, when we focus on developing as learners and working towards our goals. I also really enjoy times when we get to do special events to raise money, like readathon and our cake sales. At times like this, we come together to help others. I'm really proud when I look back at my time here, because I've achieved things I didn't know I could do, and I know that there are many more opportunities ahead for me. So I'm really looking forward to the future, and I wanted to say thank you Lea Valley and to all the staff for that.
What does Romeo say back? His friends are saying to him, don't worry, soar above it. Students study a broad curriculum here and have the opportunity to progress academically and, through our enrichment programme, grow as individuals. And we've worked really hard to create a curriculum that inspires and challenges our young people and creates lifelong learners. Her chariot is an empty hazel, because that's the reason why Shakespeare puts this scene in, otherwise he wouldn't.
So my thoughts in regards to the current leadership team would be that I fully support their ethos, I support their policies, and I'm completely on board as a parent and as a governor on their strategies to tackling behaviour, certain things on the curriculum and the new aspiration of inclusion and the pastoral care of welfare of the children. So when I first came to Lea Valley Academy for the open day back in when my child was in year 6, what really stood out was the creativeness of the school, the aspects of the artwork, the curriculum choices that they offered for the children with the DT, the food technology. Those are the kind of things that really stood out for me. So it gave the children that don't have academically the skills to develop higher a different option to be able to gain GCSEs in different subjects, which not all other academies offer, and also the aspect of the different languages that they're offering here to do a GCSE in. I know Turkish is one that also helps me decide for my child to come here as well.
Value the little things like that.
At Lea Valley, we have designed a pastoral programme for our students which covers a variety of wider skills that we feel our students need to be safe and successful. The curriculum is progressive from year 7 through to year 13, and some of the example subjects we cover are e-safety and identity, mental health, relationships, well-being and high aspirations. As our students get older into years 9, 10, 11 and 6th form, we begin to increase our focus onto careers, study skills and exam preparation. The pastoral programme or learning journey supports the students to be the best they can be.
Yeah, good. Can you relate to that?
Yeah.
I think that's really useful, because usually
What I think sets us apart from most secondary school sixth forms is that we offer a wide selection of courses. Level 2, Level 3 A-levels, as well as Level 3 single, double and triple BTECs. Normally only colleges provide that. As a result, we offer a curriculum that meets the needs of our whole school community of learners. However, it's not the quantity of courses over the quality of results. Our results are outstanding and consistently in the top 10% of UK sixth form providers in adding value to all our learners. How do we do it? Quite simple. We get to know our students, what makes them tick, what their academic strengths are, and what skills they still need to develop. By getting to know our students, we are able to plug the gaps in their learning and make sure that at the end of their sixth form education, they have the grades that give them the choices to go wherever their aspirations lie. As a director of sixth form and as a parent, I don't think there is anything more important than giving a young person that opportunity.
Studying at Lea Valley Academy sixth form has been so important for me. Sixth form is such an important time, and I wanted a sixth form that offered a space where I could grow and get ready for my next steps at university. I also wanted a sixth form that encouraged this and yet still offered great support. I've been fortunate enough to find that here. My form tutor, class teachers and sixth form team helped me transition from year 11 to sixth form with resources, tips and great advice. Now I'm currently studying for my A-levels and my aspiration is to be a psychologist. One thing I'm really looking forward to is the work experience in Year 12. It is a great way to learn more about my career pathways and to gain real-world experience in the workplace. The other great thing about being at Lea Valley Academy is it's part of the Edmonton Academy Trust, which I really like as I also benefit from having some of my courses delivered to Edmonton County. My friends and I go to Edmonton County for A-level PE and we really enjoyed this, and once again the staff have been really supportive. It was also great that we all have opportunities for trips and special events, which is always something to look forward to. So yes, it is definitely about the teachers. I genuinely feel they really care about me and my learning. I know that I can get guidance and advice whenever I need it. I think that comes from them being able to understand us as individuals, and they want every single one of us to do our best. I'm looking forward to the rest of my sixth form journey here, and I know at Lea Valley I am in an environment where I'll be successful.
What made me choose Lea Valley School for my kids over the others? It was quite simple. The school's very organised. The children are very well behaved. It's clear from the minute I entered the school grounds how organised things were compared to the other schools I visited. The facilities are absolutely fantastic. They've got everything. They've got a great science department, great art department, and really good facilities for sport as well. The one thing that my child enjoys above everything else is the fact that the teachers are very engaging. They have a really good relationship with their teachers and they show a lot of interest in their well-being and their development. What do I think of the community spirit of the school? I think it's a great family. It's very inclusive, very diverse, and everyone's open to listening and taking on board everyone's suggestions. So, the ethos is just brilliant. I would say for anyone who has a child attending secondary school, pick Lea Valley. I have a daughter that's just left with very good grades, and that's really down to the teachers and their hard work.
If you want to get good grades and fun, come to this school, Lea Valley.
Well, I hope that's helped you gain an idea of what it's like to be a student here at Lea Valley and a sense of our ethos, and also what our fantastic facilities are like. If you'd like to come and visit the school in person, obviously due to the current situation regarding coronavirus, we're not able to do tours during the day when the students are here, but if you visit our website, there is a link for you to click, and you can send a request in to come and visit the school after school, and one of the member of the leadership team will meet you and show you around and answer your questions, and we'll be only too happy to meet you. So if that's what you'd like to do, please don't hesitate to go and do that. So we said the second part of this evening is a question and answer. So we've got a couple of questions in. So the first question is, I'm interested in the curriculum. How do you support more able students? Well, we believe it's really important to have high aspirations and encourage ambition in our students. We support the more gifted, able and talented students in a number of ways. When they arrive in year 7, we have an express group where students are put in a more able, gifted group where the pace of work and the level of challenge is a little bit higher to meet their abilities. We do that both for the literacy and for the numeracy subjects. We have a range of languages. We do GCSE in French, in Spanish, in Turkish. We offer students triple science. It's not just about subjects that we do in curriculum, it's also about the wider aspects. And students have lots of opportunities. We do things, they have an opportunity to take part of Jack Patchy activities, the maths challenge, speak out challenge. We do university visits. And I actually think the outcomes of our students speak for themselves. When the results came in for our A levels, we're really proud that on results day, every student who wanted to go to university got their place. And many of them went to Russell Groups. This includes UCL and Imperial here in London. And we've got a student who is starting medicine at Cambridge this weekend. And we think that says a lot about high aspirations and the fantastic achievements that our students achieve here at Lea Valley Academy. We've got the next question is, how do you support the wider curriculum and extracurricular activities and opportunities? Well, we do this in 3 ways. Part of it is what we actually deliver in our curriculum. All of our students do what we call citizenship, because we think it's really important. It's not just about getting those fantastic academic results, it's about being prepared to be a citizen in the 21st century. And that covers all aspects of citizenship. We have lots of sporting activities. We have all the full range of clubs and teams that compete, hopefully, when things open up a bit after the current circumstances. We also have a number of clubs. We've got D&T, we've got things like the Food Tech Club. We're in the library here, and as you can see, it's behind me, fantastic facilities, computers, lots of books. And after school, this is a bit of a hub. Students can come here to do their homework. There's various clubs. There's a debating club that happens in here. There's board games clubs here as well. But also in addition, we have enrichment days. And enrichment days have a range of activities. I think we live in one of the most fantastic cities in the world, here in London. And there's lots of free activities. Students get to visit museums and various other things in London and take advantage of all the opportunities here. But we also have a lot of outward bound activities during these enrichment days. In addition, we have after school trips, and we have lots of students every year going and doing the D&E award, which is a fantastic opportunity for students to develop and grow and develop beyond just their academics. We've got, how do students contribute to the life of the school? Well, that's quite a timely question. This week we're holding our tutor group tutor reps, and we think it's really important that part of feeling a sense of belonging and ownership and being proud of your school is having a voice, and we take student voice very seriously. It's really valuable for us to get to hear what the students have to say and make them feel they are part of the community. So we have tutor reps, we have our year council, and also we're introducing a house system, and there'll be house as well. So a little bit of friendly competition in various events between tutor groups, just to encourage that development. Next question we've got: do you have facilities in place for children on the Senko register? Well, we're really proud of our inclusion, and we see inclusion not just students on the Senko register, but also EAL. We've talked about gifted and talented students. I'm actually going to start. I'm going to hand over to our Director for Inclusion. I'm going to hand over to Miss Redmond, who's going to tell you all about what we do in respect to our SEN register and also inclusion.
Thank you. Good evening. So at Lea Valley, we are immensely proud of our excellent inclusive practice. And we've actually been formally recognised in our accreditation as an inclusive flagship school. And this is a title that we've now held for 5 consecutive years. We're really committed to working in partnership with all departments to deliver a quality first curriculum that meets the needs of all of our students. For students arriving in Year 7 and also in Year 8, we have nurture groups, and these offer an alternative curriculum pathway that focuses on developing literacy and numeracy skills. The development of well-being is also a key focus in these groups in order to build resilience and confidence. Moving on to Key Stage 4, students are supported through the ASDAN qualification, which again builds on essential life skills and further develops their literacy and numeracy. For students still in the process of acquiring English as a second language, we offer additional ESOL curriculum, and that's delivered through the Language Centre by specialist ESOL teachers. Lea Valley's inclusive provision ensures all students have access to a broad and balanced curriculum. And as Mr. Kinson said earlier, our Able, Gifted and Talented programme also offers a comprehensive enrichment opportunity. And that's open to, as I say, Russell Group University visits, masterclasses, and we have critical thinking workshops being developed this half term. So inclusion at Lea Valley enables all of our students to become confident individuals living fulfilled lives who are able to successfully transition into further education. Thank you. I'll hand back to Mr. Kinson.
Thank you, Ms. Redmond. We've got a few more questions, so we'll move on. So our next question is, how do you deal with bullying? Well, this is about behaviour. Our behaviour expectations are high, and we think that's a prerequisite for learning. And I'm actually going to hand over to Mr. Jamal, who's our lead in terms of pastoral support and care, who's going to talk about how we deal with behaviour and supporting the students here at Lea Valley. Over to you, Mr. Jamal.
Thank you, Mr. Kinson, and good evening, everyone. Thank you for the question. I think at Lea Valley we tend to look at behaviour in 2 ways. The first way, and the most important, is how we recognise positive behaviour and how we reward our students. I think we're working hard to create a positive ethos and a positive culture at our school. This is mainly driven by the class points that every student gets in lessons. We're marking the students with regards to their attitude to learning on a lesson by lesson basis. And then this allows us to then reward our students who work the hardest and the students that are here trying their best, in every lesson. We give out our rewards on a daily basis and a weekly basis in the form of certificates, and we also hold regular reward assemblies. Mr. Kinson was talking about student voice earlier, and that's one of the main parts of our reward system. We like to listen to our students and hear what they have to say in terms of what they want for their rewards. So last year, for example, our students decided they wanted Amazon vouchers, they wanted to go on trips. The trips were a little bit difficult due to the COVID-19, but we did give out many vouchers last year to our students. We're running our year council meetings next week, so we look forward to hearing what our students want for their rewards this year. And the second way we manage behaviour at Lea Valley, it really involves how we challenge and record negative behaviour. So in the classrooms, our teachers will give students up to 3 verbal warnings. They'll have learning conversations with the students, and that's happening before any disruptive behaviour is logged on our system and any sanctions are put in place. So our students are given many opportunities to make amends in that lesson and change their behaviour for the better. Before the teacher then contacts the parents, the teacher will contact the parents to inform them about their progress and their behaviour in those lessons, and also inform the parents about any sanctions that will be put in place for that child. Commonly, the sanctions will include a detention, which may take place during break time or after school. If there are any negative behaviours that occur outside of the classroom, these behaviours may happen in the corridor, in the canteen or in the playground. They are fully investigated by our pastoral team, and parents are again they're notified. There are no sanctions given to students without the incident being fully investigated. I think it's worth noting as well that since we started back in September, we've actually recorded 120 times more positive incidents compared to negative incidents, and I think this definitely shows that as a school we're really focusing on positive behaviour for learning. I think with the bullying area, I will say that I think we tackle bullying by really creating a supportive environment for our students. Bullying is embedded into our learning journey curriculum, and the curriculum aims to teach our students about the effects of bullying on people, and to also obviously support any victims of bullying and show them how they can report it and how they can manage any bullying situations. Obviously, bullying is taken extremely seriously at our school. All the situations, again, they're fully investigated by our staff. Appropriate sanctions are put in place, as well as restorative conversations then between the students to then move it on. The students have many staff working closely with them, such as the student managers. They have their form tutors and their heads of year, and we're all constantly monitoring and supporting our students on a daily basis, and we're always on hand and available to intervene at any time to manage any of these negative situations that may arise. Thank you very much. I'll hand back to Mr. Kinson.
Thank you, Mr. Jamal. I think just to add, it's very much we are about supporting our students, and not just the staff supporting students, but then supporting one another. You know, we are one giant team. Our first STEM is very much about, you know, the students thinking about their classes as a team, their year group as a team, and as we all know, teams that work together are successful together as well as successful individually. Which brings us on to our next question, which is, what help do students get to transition to our school? Because we acknowledge, you know, moving from primary to secondary school, it's a big step, and for some students it can be quite nerve-wracking, but we've got lots in place to support them with this. And I'm going to hand over to Madame Monnier, our assistant head teacher, who oversees our transition activities and support.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Mr. Kinson. Here at Lea Valley Academy, we take transition quite seriously because we understand that it's such a big step for our young ones coming from primary school, and also a big change for their families. We know we have students coming from different primary schools in the borough, and we put together every year a series of programs to make sure to facilitate that transition and make sure it is as smooth as possible for these young people when they join us in September. Now, starting in March, what we do is what we call a welcome afternoon, when we invite the young people, the students, the Year 6 students and their families to our school for an afternoon tea. And it's an opportunity for them to meet us as the staff who will be teaching them in September, to meet the head teacher, to meet their head of year, and also to interact with other students coming from different primary schools. And then apart from that, in May, June, we try as much as possible to visit them in their own local primary schools, in their school setting, to gain a better understanding of them as individuals, their educational needs and their personal needs, so that we will know what to put in place for them when they join us in September, whether they have learning needs or they are the most able students. We try as much as possible. We are an inclusive school. We try to make sure that all the needs of our students are met when they join us in September. And of course, in July, you all know that we have the induction day, so we bring them in for a day. We obviously couldn't do that last academic year because of COVID, but we look forward to doing it this year. So any questions you have for us, please feel free to visit our website, and you are welcome to have a tour of our school. Just call the school or email us at admissions@leavalleyacademy.org.uk, and we will answer your questions. Thank you very much. I will hand over now to Mr. Kinson. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Monnier. We appear to come to our end of the questions that have been submitted this evening. I hope you find it informative. As I say, I hope you've got a sense of what we do here at Lea Valley Academy, what it's like to be a student, what our ethos is, and our fantastic facilities. As I say, if you would like to come and have a look round, go to our website, please click on fill the form, and we'll get back to you and arrange a time for you to come round. The school will want to remember the senior leadership and answer any questions, and that'd be great if you would wish to do that. Also, we are going to publish this evening, so if it's been a bit jumpy or perhaps you logged in late, there's going to be two bots. There's going to be the film, which hopefully will run a lot smoother when you watch it direct from our website, and also there'll be the Q&A session for you to watch in case you've missed any bits. Thank you for joining us. Do have a good evening, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you very much.